Nano-Droids. Nano-Droids.
Nano-Droids.
Nano-Droids.
Yep, Nano-Droids, the smallest droids in the Star Wars universe. Also known as NMK reconstitutors, these droids measured in at 1.5 nanometers in length. To put that in scale, a strand of human hair is about 100,000 nanometers wide. While the main use of these microscopic droids was for electronics fabrication, you see them used for more nefarious purposes throughout the canon timeline. During the Clone Wars, Jedi Barriss Offee colluded with Letta Termon to give food laced with nanodroids to her husband that would cause him to explode while working in the Jedi Temple hangar, an incident which killed many. We also see them in The Mandalorian Chapter 23 when Bo-Katan and Din Djarin investigate several incidents in which reprogrammed battle droids were taken over by nanodroids, making them stray from their reprogramming and cause destruction on Plazir 15. While nanodroids may seem out of the realm of possibility here on Earth, we actually do have a real-world version of them in the form of nanotechnology. But what exactly is nanotechnology? Well, it's the science of studying and manipulating matter on a very small scale, specifically on the scale of atoms and molecules. The word nano actually refers to 1/1000th of a meter. Essentially, nanotechnology is all about making really small things. Things that are too small to see with your eyes or even with a regular microscope. One example of nanotechnology that you might be familiar with is sunscreen. Many sunscreens contain nanoparticles of zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, which are so small that they are invisible to the naked eye. These nanoparticles are able to scatter and absorb UV radiation, providing protection against the sun's harmful rays. Nanotechnology is also being used for many humanitarian applications, unlike how we've seen them in Star Wars. In the field of medicine, scientists are exploring the use of nanoparticles to deliver drugs directly to specific cells or tissues in the body. This could allow for more targeted and effective treatments for diseases like cancer. Nanotechnology is also being increasingly used in the food industry, and no, not to hide explosives, but to enhance the properties of food products, such as their taste, texture, appearance, and nutritional content. Nanotechnology can also be used to improve the safety of food products by detecting and eliminating harmful microorganisms and contaminants. We're also seeing the development of new materials with nanotechnology. For example, researchers have created a super strong material called graphene by layering individual atoms of carbon on top of each other. Graphene has incredible properties, including being 200 times stronger than steel and being extremely conductive, which leaves the potential for applications in electronics, energy storage, sensors, and even medicine. One of the closest examples of nanotechnology to something seen straight out of the Star Wars universe is cloaking devices. Scientists have found a way to use nanotechnology to make cloaking devices by manipulating the behavior of light at a very small scale. By engineering materials with precise structures and properties, it is possible to bend and control the path of light around an object, making it appear invisible. This technology is still in its early stages, but in the future, we could have cloaking devices just like the ones we've seen in Star Wars. So while nanotechnology as a whole is still being heavily researched, we are a lot closer to the Star Wars equivalent of nanodroids than you may think, albeit for a lot less destructive purposes, at least for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing to learn more about technology in Star Wars and their real-world counterparts.